How much money would you pay me if I could completely transform your SEO right now? It's a question, right? Well, the good news is you don't have to pay me a penny because that is the topic of this very episode of Ask Aaron. Let's get into it. So, how do we improve your SEO right now? That is the big question. That is what we're going to cover in this video. Are you wondering? Are you curious? Have you got some ideas? Let's get into it. The honest answer is, when it comes to how we can improve our SEO right now, the honest answer, do you want it? You do. You do? You don't? You do? I think you do. Shall we? Let's get into it. The honest answer is, you can't. You cannot. And I'm making a joke of this because it's such an important point, and yet so many brands, they just don't get this. You cannot improve your SEO right now. SEO, as we all know, is a long-term game. It takes consistency. It takes persistence. And in this day and age of everyone doing it, it's bloody hard work. So the reality of it is, stop Googling, stop YouTubing for that magic answer that is going to help you to transform your SEO right now. Because despite what the gurus will tell you, there is no silver bullet. There is no magic sauce for how you can suddenly transform your SEO. And I just wish more marketing professionals would be honest and upfront and just say it out loud how it is. So we can't do it. But good news is, this is not going to be the shortest YouTube video I've ever done, because there are lots of things we can do, and there's some things I want to get you thinking about. So yes, we can't improve our SEO right now, but there absolutely are some things we can be doing and that we should be doing. So first thing we've got to do is we've got to start thinking longer term, right? Stop thinking about tomorrow and next week and next month. We've got to start thinking about next year and 3 years from now and 5 years from now, because I can pretty much guarantee you're going to be in business in 3 and 5 years, and your business will have grown in 3 to 5 years. So what you've got to start to do is be thinking longer term and stop looking for that overnight quick fix, the SEO magic secret that has eluded you for so long, and start thinking longer term. And when we're thinking longer term, the things we need to think about are, how do we turn our brand website? How do we turn our online shop window? Because that's effectively what we've all got. We've all got a website, and we all think that Google wants to somehow turn around and help us sell more of our product or more of our service. The reality of it, my friends, is Google has zero interest in helping you sell more of your product or sell more of your service. It doesn't want to, it doesn't care. Google is there to provide answers to people's questions. It's why we all use Google. It's why we've used Google for a couple of decades, because we have questions, we want expertise, we want advice, we want to be educated, we want help and advice and expertise. And that is why we search Google, and that is what Google wants to do alongside making a good few quid. So fundamentally, what we want to do is sell more of our product, and what Google wants to do is provide answers to his questions. Those two fundamentally are odds, and I've done many a video talking around this concept because it is key, and it cuts through all of the noise of what everyone loves to bang on about with SEO, because it boils down to one simple fact, that if your brand website is just a shop window, you don't deserve to rank, and that means your SEO is not going to work. This doesn't matter how many courses you take, or how many YouTube videos you watch, or how many people, agencies, or people promise you the earth. If you don't get this concept, your SEO is not going to work. So now we're thinking longer term, and we're thinking a year, 2, 3 from now, and not a week, 2, 3 from now. What you've then got to start to think about is, right, I want to sell more of my product, yes. But I'm going to put that to one side, and I am instead going to ask myself, right, as a brand, as a business, as someone that wants their SEO to work, as someone that wants to spend less on paid media or have less of a reliance on paid media, how do I get my SEO to improve? The way you do it is, how can I add value? How can I add value that surpasses the competition, that does a better job than the competition? And if I'm not sure on what the competition are doing, do you know the best thing I can do? I can jump onto Google, I can go onto their websites, and I can see where the baseline is. I can see what they're already doing and go, okay, I've got to do at least better, considerably better than that. For some industries, that will be a high baseline, for others, relatively low. But how can you add the most value? Go back to the core fundamentals of why you started your brand. Why did we create this product in the first place? Why did we bring this solution to market? Why did we launch this service? What is the value that we add? Why does someone buy our product? Why would someone become a customer of ours? What is the value we add? Right, that expertise, that value, we need to put that down on paper. We need to get that on video content. We need to get that out there. We need to help and educate. And it brings on to, you've got to educate, because if you feed the algorithms what it wants, which is the education, which is the expertise, the advice, the reason you're in business, the thing that makes you special, the reason why people buy your product and your service, if you do that, then Google has a reason to rank you and put you in its search results for your commercial terms, for the products that you ultimately want to sell, as well as the people that have asked those information questions, those questions, those information terms, those searches. Within that content, if it's relevant to your business, you are naturally going to be able to refer and recommend and reference your products, because you're giving the solution, you're answering the problem, you're educating around the product of which you serve. So you can then go, and you can just go over there and buy it. There you go. That's the power of great SEO, right? You've got to share your expertise. You're in business for a reason, because you're an expert at something. So share that. Gone are the days of, oh, well, it's my IP. It's exclusive to me. There are no secrets these days. There is nothing that is exclusive to you. So don't be afraid to share your expertise, because the more you share, the more you will get back. The more you give, the more you will get back. The more you help others, the more it will be reciprocated. And that is the very core of SEO. If you peel back all the layers of SEO, you peel back all of the gurus and everyone that goes on about SEO, this, that, and the other, it comes back to adding value. You help others, they will buy your product. It is a simple concept like that. And I've stood in front of thousands of people and told them that exact sentiment. So share, help, just help people. If all of these got the same theme, it's the same theme. Just help people, and by adding value, by educating them, just by helping them on their way, giving the answers they are going onto Google to look for, pointing them in the right direction, being able to advise and educate, and just be of service to your fellow man or woman, and that in turn will help you to increase your visibility. And then lastly, excite. Hopefully this video's got you a little bit excited. Just excite people, and that will, if the products, you can't do that in every sector, I agree, but if you can get people excited and evoke a reaction and an emotion from them, right, then that is a good thing, and you're all being of service. So all of this is about turning your website from being just a shop window into an information resource, being an authority in your space and doing a better job than the next best person. So you want to get an understanding of, well, what have I got to do, Aaron? Okay, it sounds great, but it sounds like a lot of hard work. Yes, it is a lot of hard work, and that's the bloody point. It is a lot of hard work, and it's why most of your competitors will give up, and it's why most of your competitors will rely on paid ads, because frankly, it's easier and it's quicker, and they'll just go, and they'll start this for a couple months. I'll give up. It's too much like hard work. Why do you think that our clients that we work with, they see their SEO just gives a better return with each passing year, because it's building on the following year, and it just has a compounding effect, right? Think of push a snowball off a mountain. Initially, it's going to be pretty quick, but it's going to be pretty small. You imagine when it gets halfway down that mountain, it's a whacking great thing, and it's got a hell of a lot of momentum. That's your SEO, right? It just builds and builds and builds in terms of momentum. And those that stick at it, those that are consistent, off to the races. And I give you a prime example of that. It's not strictly SEO, but it's the same principle. Look at this YouTube channel. It's a new YouTube channel. As I'm recording this, we only launched it a couple of weeks ago. I'm having so much fun recording these videos. I know for the first few weeks, months, maybe even years, I'm not going to get any traction, and probably recorded this very animated video and no one's going to watch it. And that's fine, because at some point, this will start to kick off. People will watch this, engage with it, and it's because why will that happen? Because I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to push out video after video. I'm going to add value. I'm going to educate. I'm going to share my expertise. I'm going to help you. You thought you were going to get the golden silver bullet with the SEO. You haven't got that, but I've given you some help, and hopefully, just maybe, I've got you excited. I'm excited recording this, so maybe I've got you excited as well. Think long term. Think how you can add value. Think how you can really become an information resource, and it will just pay you dividends, quite literally, for years to come. And the great thing with creating evergreen content, I'm going to include some guides to some of the content that we've got, but creating evergreen content and doing this with consistency, you do it once, do it really well, and then you don't need to do it again. It's leveraged content. It keeps adding value again and again and again. And you just build, and that's how you become an authority around the topic of the product that you sell. All right? Hopefully that's useful. The key message is, look, start today. Don't put this off anymore, because all too often it's, oh, that sounds like a lot of hard work. I just want that quick fix, or I'll just default to relying on paid and ramp that up. See too many brands doing that. Start today, and I promise you will win tomorrow. I mean, maybe not quite tomorrow, but you get the idea. Start today, win tomorrow, stroke next year, 3 years from now. You get what I'm trying to get across, right? Stop thinking about tomorrow, think longer term, but crucially get started today. Hope it's useful. Any thoughts, feedback, leave them in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.